Collins is 87 as I record this. She's an English folk singer who was significant in the English folk revival in the 60s and the 70s. Her recording career started in 1958. However, it stopped in 1979 when she retired at the age of 44. But that wasn't the end, because she restarted her career again in 2014 at the age of 79, 35 years later, and she's still going. She's recorded quite a few albums. Some of them are solo, some of them are duets, some of them with bands. Most of them have her name attached to them, but some of them she was just subsumed into the name of the band. Wikipedia lists 24 such albums. Hi, my name's Dan. So this is an album of folk by Shirley Collins with the Albion Country Band. That band is led by a guy called Ashley Hutchings, who was her husband at the time. He was not only a founding member of the Albion Band, as they became known later, I think, but also a founding member of Fairport Convention and of Steel Eye Span. So his folk credentials are pretty strong here. There are apparently 27 different musicians on this album, which is quite impressive. And the songs are arrangements of traditional folk songs. There's a bewildering array of, obviously with that many musicians, of folk instruments here. Most of this is blended with at least some elements of rock. And given when this was released, this was quite early for this blend of rock and folk. It has become much more accepted since then. But I understand this was somewhat of a foundational album for that sort of thing. Just to bring out a couple of tracks, Banks of the Ban is to the tune Slane. I had to look this up, S-L-A-N-E, because I recognised it as a hymn tune for a few hymns, but Be Thou My Vision particularly, that's where I know it from. But apparently it predates any of the hymns, and it's an Irish folk tune. The track The White Hare starts with just harmony vocals, which is quite nice, and it is definitely the kind of song that has folded low whack thingy-doos in it, Hey Nonny Nonny and the Lark and all that sort of stuff. The overall feel is very much English folk, so it's kind of reminiscent of men with beards drinking real ale outside the pub, Morris dancers, maypoles, people smoking pipes, sunshine and turnips. The vocals, Shirley's vocals are very English folk too, I would say. So my kind of background in folk is, I like quite a lot of folk. But particularly I've been involved more in Celtic folk, and I like Celtic folk. English folk is kind of, was a world unto itself. I think her voice very well fits that. It's not a strong, strident voice, but it's quite a vulnerable voice. And it works well with the whole feeling of kind of charm and innocence, despite the fact that at least 2-3 of these songs are about murder. There's a certain kind of innocence to the whole thing. So as an album to listen to, it's okay. I reasonably enjoyed it, but I think you'd have to be an enthusiast for English folk to really like it and plumb the full depths of it, I think. So, yeah, I kind of mildly liked it. So that's what I think. As always, I'd love for you to let me know what you think. Please talk to me through the comments box. That's it from me for now.
Near Albion town, as I have heard them tell, there once was a white hare that used therefore to dwell. She's been hunted by beagles and greyhounds so fair, but there's ne'er a one amongst them could come near this old white hare. With me right for the diddle all, right for the day.